with me, Colin Kelly. We're getting a perspective from around the Commonwealth on these Glasgow 2014 Commonwealth Games. We've heard from Singapore. Let's go to Bermuda now, and sports reporter Errol Basden, who's over there. Hello there, Errol.
Hello, Colin. How are you?
I'm good, thanks for joining us. Were you actually in Glasgow for 2014 for part of it?
Yes, I was. I was there for the duration, from the opening ceremony right through to the closing.
And you were keeping the good people of Bermuda up to date with how their athletes got on. I'm looking and I'm not seeing any medals, Errol.
Well, unfortunately, we didn't get any medals this time around. We do leave with some respect and some people looking at what Bermuda was able to accomplish. We had Tyrone Smith make the long jump final. We had two 800-meter runners make the semifinals. We had Cheyenne Smith, the athlete, finish in the top 10. We had one of our cyclists, Dominic Mayo, in the time trial, finished as the top Caribbean rider, and he finished 37th in the road race. So all in all, we've had some good accounts for ourselves: gymnastics, squash. Bermuda was represented well.
Yes, and you sent a team of 18 athletes, and the coverage seems to be that you gave a good account of yourselves. And for you, what did you think of the facilities in Glasgow?
Oh, first class. First class. Everything right down to accommodations. The volunteers done a remarkable job. We started out with the balmy weather, and then the Scottish weather came in. But the volunteers, it was over 37,000 volunteers of some sort. Rain, blow, or shine, out, giving the athletes the directions that they needed, assisting them getting everywhere they needed to go. The track facility, everything, right down to the squash facility was first class.
And I know, Errol, you cover sports and you travel the world following athletes. In terms of previous events that you've attended, did Glasgow do better?
Yes, actually, yes, they did. It'd be interesting to see how the Gold Coast match up with what Scotland was able to put on. I believe they have a tall order ahead of themselves. But I just think that the remarkable games right from the opening ceremony, which was a magical night, everything worked timeline, everything was good. Even the weather cooperated with you.
Where were you staying?
I was in the village with the athletes.
Right. Oh, just so they let the media in there, did they?
Yes. Yeah.
And I couldn't believe when I was talking to Jeddy there that I just assumed there'd be some sort of curfew to make sure people stayed nice and quiet at night, but it sounds like there was a bit of a party going on a lot of the time.
Well, let's put it like this. After my long days, I was very tired, so I spent a lot of time in the room. So I don't know. and I didn't get where we were. We were over the other side, away from the entertainment part of the village.
Yeah.
But I think everything shut down around 11 anyway.
Right. So most of them were quite disciplined and focused. Okay. Did you come across Usain Bolt at all during your time here?
I did. He was in the village one afternoon. I was there. He was just swarmed by a bunch of athletes trying to get photos and autographs and so forth. When word arrived that he was actually in Glasgow, even the village was upbeat and just waiting around for him at the stadium. The first time he went to the stadium, the warm-up track, that was a buzz, and then when he came out on the track, another big buzz. And I just think the Scottish people love to be entertained, and I think what he and many other athletes were able to do was give them some inspiration of, yes, you can possibly be like that one day.
And what do you think the future will be for Bermuda? How do you build on your achievement here?
Well, we take small steps, but now we've set ourselves some goals. Obviously, everybody wants to win medals, and unfortunately, some countries come away without that. We were one this time around. So, we have the Olympics in 2 years. We have the Caribbean Association Championships at the end of November coming up. So what we try to do is get our athletes to build for games like such as the Commonwealth Games, and try to do the best they possibly could. And if a medal comes along, then that's even a bigger bonus.
Errol, one of the things that we do on this radio station is we bring the different corners of the Commonwealth together. So there's people listening in all different countries to you right now. What one thing would you like everybody to know about Bermuda?
It's a beautiful place to visit. It's one of those places where you'll never, ever forget. And if you get a chance to visit, look me up, and I can show you around paradise.
Oh,
so that's
wow.
what Bermuda is considered paradise.
I'm going to take you up on that, Errol.
All right.
I look forward to the day we meet. Thank you very much. That's Errol Basden. He's a sports reporter in Bermuda.